comes Ron Paul off the top rope on top of Gingrich's head.
Newt Gingrich was a career politician selling access here in Washington, D.C.
The year that he ran for Congress in 1978, he made a grand total of $10,000. By the time he became the Speaker, he made $675,000. By the time he left Congress, he's brought his net worth up to about $7.5 million.
84 ethics complaints while he was Speaker, driven out of the speakership in disgrace.
Having to pay $300,000 for lying, for complete fraud.
Marianne and I have lots of things to do. Maybe earn a little bit of money.
Newt Gingrich is also the latest example of how the corrupt revolving door drives Washington.
Made $100 million playing the revolving door game.
A big part of that is just lobbying money. Congress is really bought and sold. They're bought and sold legally.
If you've been Speaker of the House, you're always an insider.
Gingrich received up to $1.8 million from Freddie Mac just before it collapsed. His think tank's got $37 million from the healthcare industry.
Newt Gingrich renewed his support for an individual mandate, a key tenet of President Obama's healthcare law.
Newt Gingrich has been on both sides of a long list of issues.
He went the other way when he got paid to go the other way.
Do you think voters are going to warm up to you because you're boasting about getting $60,000 a speech?
I was charging $60,000 a speech. Normally celebrities leave and they gradually sell fewer speeches every year. We were selling more.
He is the absolute symbol of that corrupt system.
Newt Gingrich. This guy hasn't got skeletons in his closets. He's got a whole graveyard in there.
It's about serial hypocrisy.
Oh, damn, here comes the doctor. First ad against him was awfully tough when he went after Gingrich and he hit him with a 2x4. And as Gingrich was bleeding from the ear a little bit, he turned around and the doctor hit him with a chair while sick there. So Gingrich is really, look, okay, in our little theater, he's reeling. In the real world, he's not. He's crushing in the polls. So, of course, the real question is this going to have an effect? How many people are going to see it? Is it going to affect how they view him? Look, there was one inaccuracy in there that we've got to point out. The salaries that they quoted for Gingrich were wrong. So about the $675,000 they said when he came into office is actually what he had when he left office as far as net worth is concerned. But later, he did make $37 million through his healthcare lobbying that he says, well, I didn't make that money. My company made that money. It's a very, very small distinction. So yes, later Newt Gingrich made millions on top of millions. But when you look at the entirety of this ad and the first ad that Ron Paul ran against him, if enough people see it, will it damage Gingrich? It should, because he's right. When you put aside that one inaccuracy, the rest of it is entirely right. Newt Gingrich is an enormous establishment guy, is an enormous hypocrite, totally for the individual mandate before he was against it, for cap and trade before he was against it. In fact, we've got more stories today on hypocrisy on child labor laws, on Yasser Arafat, and it goes on and on and on. And he's a lobbyist. That's what he is. He made a tremendous amount of money selling access, okay? So that's the guy that conservatives are going to turn to be an outsider, a kind of Tea Party guy, a real conservative, to what? To change the system? Are you kidding me? Newt Gingrich is the system. He's the very model of corruption within that system. So I think Ron Paul has done some hard-hitting ads here that I think are effective if enough people see them. And we'll have to see if that damages Gingrich's in the polls. And that's a real solid question that I'm looking forward to seeing how it resolves itself.